right? If I see my Blitz looking to hook, I'm like, okay, I put my mouse on him, ready to trap, right? If I see Thresh ready to hook, I'm like, okay, you see where they are? If they get hooked, they're gonna be right here. I'm gonna trap right here. You know, if I wouldn't change the way you play this, but this is definitely how you're losing CS in the mid game. The reason why this is so important is because instead of doing this, we're gonna be pushing mid. This is how you come back in the game. They make a mistake, we get the kills, and we get to farm the XP and gold in the waves. A lot of the traps in this elo is like you're trapping yourself. Like, oh, I'm gonna go and help and do something. You show up, waste blue trinket, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm just wasting time. Right? Submitted this replay. NA Plat 4 mostly plays Caitlyn, Jhin, and then Thresh when autofilled. Ooh, Mortal Reminder. I don't like that. Oh, another Mortal Reminder. You guys really like Mortal Reminder? Guys, it's probably not worth, guys, the Mortal Reminder. You're better off just building more damage in the lower DOMs. Everyone's gonna have like any kind of frontline's gonna have more HP than you. Also, something I noticed is the CS score seems to be a bit low. Let's see what's going on here. He submitted this replay. Let's see. He has a Nami and he's playing against Jinx Shaco. Wait, hold up. He bought Longsword 3 pots. I'm not a fan of Longsword 3 pots. Usually the general convention is that you get Longsword when you feel like you really need the pots because it's like some kind of like hard lane where you're going to be chugging potions. But he already has Sustain in his Nami for one. And for the second, it seems a bit hard to take damage in this lane from Shaco Jinx. Shaco's not going to like run up to you and E you to death. You know what I mean? He's not going to like E poke you to death. So definitely should be a Doran's Blade start in my opinion. The enemy team has a Kayn and his team has a Nunu. He's leashing here. I mean, that's fine. I don't know. I think Nami's not leashing. Gets a lane. Nami, half heart. Oh, okay. Some crazy stuff is happening. So Nami is late to this because she went to go leash, but now she's late to the first wave. Okay, so what you guys need to remember is that you and your support to get all the XP. Okay, so what that means is that by default, if you guys are in lane together, kill the first wave and you kill the 3 melee minions of the second wave, you guys hit level 2, right? But if you kill a minion while Nami's in Africa, she's actually going to be missing out on XP, so she won't be level 2 at the same time as you. And the reason why this is important is because if you're level 2 and she's not, you want to fight, but she's not ready to fight, so it doesn't really work out. So if you're in a situation like this, just make sure the last hit at the very last second, make sure she's in XP range, right? You just want to make sure she's in XP range, right? So I do believe she got it, but I'm not sure if you were aware she was almost out of range there. Here, I want to see some, let's hit this Jinx after the last hitting, get 6, headshot, beautiful. Oh! What happened here? Headshot? Oh, you were trying to hit him, but you hit a minion on accident. That's fine. All right, let's kill the wave because we need to hit level 2 here, right? You need to kill the wave here so we can get level 2. Okay. A little bit late, but it's fine. I mean, looks like it worked out. Nice. Ooh, very nice. Oh, walk up, net someone? Hey, yo. Hey, what's going on? Wait, our damage. Okay. One thing we want to look for on Caitlyn is how can we hit the Q? Because the Q is the majority of our damage, right? Besides headshots later, headshot crits later. So there's like 2 ways basically to hit this Q. Okay. One is off your teammate's CC. So if Nami's slowing them or bubbling them, you can hit net or trap into Q, right? And the second way is set up yourself. So set up yourself being you have a clever trap somewhere and they step on it and then they get trapped, you Q them. Or you slow them with net, see where they go, and then you Q them, right? So in this case, it's definitely you only have E and Q here, right? So it should be definitely a net angle here. So I'm not sure why we didn't look for a EQ here, especially when Jinx is auto attacking us. But this is definitely an angle where we should be hitting them, right? If you want to be greedy, you can auto attack net and then wait and then Q, right? But I would just instant net here. We can punish super hard this way, right? Remember, your auto attacks are a bit fake. Your auto attacks like exist to charge up your headshot. Oh, that's a nice Q. Very nice Q. Your auto attacks kind of exist to charge up headshot. You know what I mean? It's not actually like big plays. This is Shaco's doing something weird here. It almost looked like Kayn was ganking, but I think Shaco's just inting. So yeah, let's crash this, fix the wave. Then because we have such a we have some kind of like lead on them, this Jinx won't be able to walk up and last 10 minions. I mean, he has a Shaco support. So you crash this and then we get, okay, so one thing we do is planning what to do with waves and why. right? So in this case, what you can do here is get this wave into tower, and then their incoming wave will reach here while your minions are under the tower. So the wave is gonna meet on the enemy sides of the lane, and it's gonna push into you. Okay, so what that means is that we can just hide in this bush, stand here, and make it so make it so Jinx can't last hit without getting traded on, right? And if we're afraid of Kayn, we prepare like Flash and Heal and Net, and we should be all fine. And so that's kind of like a game plan we can have to put pressure on them when we have some kind of lead like this, right? Look at their health bars. He has a Shaco support. We have Nami, right? A lot of putting pressure on their opponents is figuring out the lane state that will get you what you want. And figuring out that lane state is, what do I want to do with this wave so that the next wave looks good, okay? So what do you want to do with this wave so that next wave looks good? And you can see here that if you don't touch anything, it will slowly push into them, but in a really shitty spot. In a really terrible spot, right? Why? Because we have extra minions here, right? We got like these extra minions here, and then their minion wave is like almost dead. So we gotta fix this by completely crashing into the tower, okay? So a little bit of wave management planning for you guys here, right? You never want the wave to be kind of in this spot for like 2 waves in a row. You know what I mean? Like here, like it didn't crash. Now the wave's in a really poor spot. Now we're playing for the next wave. You see what I'm saying? Right? So let's crash this and then probably go ward. We have 19 seconds for a ward. Kane's mid. So it's all about wave planning. Also, you can play to not let her touch these. We're about to hit level 3, right? So we can walk up, look for some kind of net play here. This Jinx is in this rank, they're solely focused on CSing. So what we can do is just straight up walk up, last hit, or let the minion die, hit level 3, EW even, or EQ even, right? These guys are obsessed with last hitting. I promise you, they're not going to pay attention. Oh, trap. Oh, you went for an auto tag. Okay. Nice headshot. Very nice. Oh, that's a random box. Ooh, free hit. Oh my god, he's so good. He Q'd first. You're so good. That was so good. Most people just auto tag first, but Q first. 10 out of 10. Bravo. Okay. If you auto tag first and then Q, if you didn't know, they will have enough time to get out of the trap and walk away from your Q. But if you Q first, true combo. Right? So even though it was like a delayed reaction, Q first is beautiful. Oh, so good. Look at that. So good, bro. So good, bro. 10 out of 10. Now here, they can't play the game, right? Hey, Nami, we have to heal her. We have an EQ here, right? Oh, you're crazy. Block this. Oh, you're crazy. Don't flash, though. Don't flash, though. Very nice. Okay, so after you guys get it, that was really good. Really good sequence of events. 10 out of 10. I'm really happy about this. Okay, so now we've killed the Shaco. We need to figure out what do we want to do with this this wave, right? Because it's, what do we want to do with this wave for the next wave? Because you want to go home, right? Before the Shaco comes back, and then we have no health and whatnot. And the jungle could be coming, right? So what we want to do here is figure out, can I crash? Is the question. Assuming their jungle is here, on the way. Because the jungle is, if you don't know where the jungle is, the instant you guys start a fight, like Shaco was running us down, he started moving bot. So at this point, he would be like right here. Okay, so can I crash if Kayn is here? Is the question. Okay, if you think no, we just go home. If you think yes, we can play the game, we push. But I think here, Nami's going to get flashed on. So it's probably a figure out how to base angle. Or you can try and stay and try and outplay. But you have no net, right? So it's a little bit awkward here. I would not immediately start hitting minions if I were you. But if you think this can work out, sure. But again, you have to fully crash, right? Clearly, we can't fully crash because you didn't have abilities. And then the next wave is already coming. So not only do you have to kill these minions, you have to kill the next minions, all while Kayn is coming. Okay, that's something you have to think about. This is how you guys give up early kills to the enemy Xin, enemy Elise, early game junglers, even after you kill their bot lane. Oh, yeah, we probably should not forbidden combo here. You're trying to be tricky here, but it's not lethal, first of all. So forbidden combo doesn't work here because you only have 1 rank in Q. It's cheeky. I like it. But the second problem is, of course, the jungle could be here. So if you use EQ like this, we're probably... Nami's not the only one dying now, I think, right? So yeah, you need to focus on crashing this. Yeah, we need a crash and run. Like we gotta crash and run. And one trick for you guys is if you feel like you can't crash in time, you just kill the melee minions and leave the range creeps. That's okay. No, no, no. I don't care what this is. We need to run. Go home. 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 You need to run. Go home. So if you don't go home now, you like don't get to go home. There's an argument where you're like, oh, this Jinx is like 1 HP. I want to stay infinite. But the reality is that your Nami does not exist as a person, and Nunu can't hover your lane forever. He has to go he has to go play the game, like jungle and stuff, right? So he can't really cover you. So what that means is that you're laning, not versus Jinx, she's the dead person. You're laning versus Shaco plus their jungle, right? So, yeah, it doesn't look, usually most of the time, it just does not look playable. Like, how do you kill this wave? Like, you have to crash this wave too. You have to kill this wave too, by the way. Or you're trying to kill him or something, I don't know. Wait, what's going on here? Yeah, it's a little bit of a disaster, right? Because you keep trying to kill this Jinx guy. Okay, so this is a thing that kind of gets you guys at this elo. Okay, there's something that you want very clearly. You want to hit this guy with abilities. Everyone knows that. Your Nami knows it. Your jungle knows it. Their support knows it. He knows it. Everyone knows it. So if it's obvious, right, it's usually unplayable unless you have point and click all in, something like that, or like Tristana or Twitch, or you know what I mean. Like you have to be able to guarantee your damage somehow. But Caitlyn's all about finesse. Like skill shots are all about finesse, where you hit them when your opponents can't dodge, or you've tricked them somehow. They don't know you're going to Q them, like the EQ forbidden combo, right? So here you're like really trying to like force things, but it's pretty much impossible, right? It's pretty much never gonna happen, right? And so the more you force things, the more unlikely it is going to work. So what do we need to do? We need to create a situation where they can't play the game. Like you're for example, you've like frozen the wave because you reset it, and then you guys hide in this bush and Jinx is too scared to walk up. Stuff like that, right? Or you're like creating a dive opportunity, right? But basically, you just haven't like reset for like 10 years, and now you feel like you can't stay because their Shaco not only has full health, but their Kayn could be anywhere. So finally we reset here, but one thing you need to know is that resetting while a wave is coming is one of the worst timings, because as you're going home, they're killing your wave. So Jinx is just going to crash this in the tower, and you're going to lose not only this wave right here, you're going to lose the wave that was already building. So you lose 1.5 waves, 2 waves, right? So if you fast forward here, you're never going to make it in time, right? You can see on the minimap here where all the minions have died to the tower, okay? So that's why it's really important to find your base timer. When can you find a timing to base is after you crash. When can I crash? How can I crash? After that, you kill that guy. You ask yourself, can I crash before, can Kayn stop us from crashing? If he can't, push. If he can, go home. And it will prevent this situation where you're like, hey, at 6 minutes, shouldn't I have like 50, 60 CS? You should, right? We lost 20 minions. We lost 20 minions here, right? But this is definitely a slow push into a crash, into a dragon control, probably. You can even play for plates if you want to. I think that's totally fine. Although we are missing flash, it's kind of awkward. Hey, yo. Let's pretend we got that cannon. I'm down to build up another wave here. Don't let this guy touch the minions. Oh, okay. Good fight. Traps are good here. Nice, nice. Q first. Ooh, didn't Q first, but it's still fine. We still hit it. Oh, here we go. Very nice. Try to find a net angle here. If you can't find a net angle, it's a bit unplayable. Oh, you switch targets. Oh, no. If you don't hit her with the EQ, it's GG. It's still GG. Okay, so let's talk about this. So, it was a good Q headshot. The problem with this fight is that you switch targets. You switch targets when you could have just killed the Kayn here, right? It's good to focus the ADC, but you're losing the all-in against Jinx because she has minigun, lethal tempo, and all you have is regular lethal tempo, right? So, yeah, even though you hit the EQ, it just is not enough. I would definitely say we should just finish the Kayn off here, right? All right, come back to lane, another slow push. Unfortunate early fight there. But honestly, it's probably still fine. Their mid could be moving here, by the way. Every time you're... So one trick you can do is every time we're like doing our wave, like, okay, we've decided what we want to do with this wave. We want to slow push, we want to crush, whatever. We look mid real quick, see what's going on. And we see that Tristana has their mid has a move timer here. So we'd be very scared here. This is the, oh my god, their mid shows up, came through the wall, Shaco invisible. That's the kind of stuff that happens here, okay? Something you gotta think about. So your positioning here will tell you if you're aware of this, right? And one of the things you have, you have two wards here. You could sit in this corner and ward this spot for the ward bush here, or a cheeky one is stand here and put a trap there. If you didn't know, you could put a trap on the same spot where you put the word. It would show up there. See if anyone's like hiding there, looking to do a spicy, right? Since it's a Kali, I think it's highly unlikely, but not completely out of the question when you have no flash. Now it's just regular old Kane and Shaco. Definitely got a ward. Okay, we see Shane. Oh my god, Kane and Shaco. I said Shane. Yeah, you need to do something here. You need to crash and pressure under tower. So why is Nami AFK? Is she eating? Whoa, you gotta crash. You gotta crash here, because she's not gonna like let you just hit her, right? Crash her and zone her from the tower is the move here. Yeah, traps. Good. We did it a little bit late, so now the cannon wave is here. But yeah, you need to pressure her. Good. Oh my god, kill! Hey yo, what happened? That was so good. Wait, why did we run away? What's going on? Okay. So this is one of those things where, okay, let's assume that we played a lot of Caitlyn. So we already know how to play the champion. We're going to queue on trap. We're going to look for a net, right? We're going to look for traps, all that, autopilot. So the thing you want to keep in your head here, apparently, is, are you ready to combo with teammate CC? Okay, so Nunu Snowball. You could trap on Nunu Snowball. You can trap on Nunu Root. You can trap on Nami Bubble. You could attempt to net on Nami ult. Right? This is a combo you do with your teammates because you have skill shots that you need to land, right? So in this case, Nami has one bubble to combo with. So we're going to try and trap when she bubbles. We're going to watch her. So when you're doing this whole fighting thing, make sure you have in the back of your mind, okay, I'm going to watch Nami when she bubbles, I'm going to trap, right? And here, you want to notice that, oh, she bubble? Okay, trap time, right now. The instant they're about to toss a CC, that's when you prime yourself to trap, right? If I see my Blitz looking to hook, I'm like, okay, I put my mouse on him, ready to trap, right? If I see Thresh ready to hook, I'm like, okay, you see where they are? If they get hooked, they're going to be right here. I'm going to trap right here, right? So in this case, Nami's casting bubble, but you had no idea. You're already walking backwards, right? This is a trap angle into like 2 auto attacks, headshot, potentially a net from the top side, and then he's dead, right? Or maybe not dead, but you can hit 6 and ulti, right? So because you're about to hit 6 in like 4 minions, right? So here, she's dead. Like, imagine she's like 200 HP staying. You hit 6 right now. Boom, press R, dead. GG, right? Oh, RNG Q. That was kind of hot. Very nice. That was amazing. I like your like skill check Qs are very good. Very good so far. Okay, so we crashed this. And then Kane's dead. She goes still top. Let's play another wave. I'm down to hit tower again. Usually this is a base timer when the top play is done. But this top play has been going on for 2 turns now. You hit the tower more, get the plate. And the next wave, by the way, this Shaco's still jerking off. It's just Kane that could be coming bot. That's it. So I'm gonna go for another wave here. We'll just go another wave, right? Can you combo bubble even if they have just gotten trapped? Yeah, after they got trapped, then they got bubbled. So then the game is like, oh, okay, the trap time is done. Okay, so now you can do one. Oh wow, that was a beautiful Q, beautiful ulti. Oh my goodness, very nice. Plates, wave. You can even stay. You did so much damage to Jinx. I'm down to plates, then wave, and then go home because you need to buy your Gale Force now. That was great. You got so much money off that. That was so good for you. Yeah, since you have a Noon Quiver, we can push the cannon quickly, right? There's probably a time to fit a ward on Dragon somewhere, but honestly, probably not. So we just kill all this, go home. Go home. Just, it doesn't matter what they do here. They freeze it, you get Dragon, right? Go home. Good. And we have the Gale Force and a pink ward. It's lit. Shaco is top. Oh, wow, the whole team showed up mid. Sorry, Shaco's not top. He was mid. All right, we crash, right? And then make it so they can't come back to lane. Good. You can touch the tower. You should probably ward the river here so you know when they're coming. Because they are coming, right? Is that a fake? Wait, what? That was a real one. You can fight this guy. What's wrong? You don't want to fight this guy? Wait. Why don't you want to fight this guy? You're backping or Nami, but we can just push. Like, we don't have to be afraid of anyone here, right? So if we look at the situation here, right? They just made a play mid. And then I think you saw some info where Akali is like no resources, so she can't move, right? I think we saw mid here, right here, like this. So it's just Jinx, Shaco, Kane. And between the 3 of these guys, what can they do to you, right? Do they have any CC that can catch you? And in this case, the answer is no, right? So when they don't have any like threat on you, there's no like threat on you, we can PvP very easily. We can go for, don't have to think about it. We just press our buttons on their face. Like look for a net, look for a nice trap, EQ, look for a finisher with Gale Force or ulti. We can even auto attack them to death, stack headshot. Like they can't really do anything about it, right? Especially when we're so far ahead, right? So when we pressure this tower here, they're coming to stop us. You think to yourself, okay, Kayn, Shaco, and Jinx, and then Shaco just instantly dies to your support. This is unlosable, right? Like we just keep hitting the tower, we push the wave. They literally cannot do anything to us. Yeah, one of the things I think at this rank that a lot of you guys might have trouble understanding is there's a very specific way for them to kill you. They can't just like snap their fingers and you die, right? They need to be able to hit you with something. And in this case, they have no kill threat on you. So you shouldn't play so scared, right? You should be the one aggressing on them. Right, and aggressing on them is you should be the one putting pressure on them, I should say. And putting pressure in this case would be shoving and hitting the tower and making them try and respond somehow. Okay, so we crash here. You can help with dragon, but you can also try and do some 1v2 ideas. I guess Shaco's in the pit for some reason. These Qs are so good, actually. You hit so many of these random Qs. He's dead, by the way. That's a Gale Force into ulti. Oop. Might have missed lethal there. It was fine. Shaco's doing something weird here. Not sure what his plan is here. Okay. Oh, we are. Oh. Okay. I'm starting to see what the issue is here. We Okay. Beyond the obvious, like the jungle and mid are coming. One of the things here you should be figuring out is he pops out here. It's not a how do I net forward to auto attack him. It's how do I hit the Q and or execute with Gale Force? Okay, so in this case, there's a few ways to find lethal. I want you to think of it as like lethal is like a puzzle to solve, right? We don't just press our buttons. There's a very specific way to find lethal here, right? So one example is Gale Force auto attack is lethal. Very specific, very specific. Gale Force auto attack. Another one is Q. Q is lethal, I would say. I would guess that Q is lethal here. Then one is E Flash is also lethal. E Flash Q is also lethal. Okay, so we need to pick one of these patterns to find lethal, and then we execute. Okay, because the reason why we need to figure this out is if you just net forward Gale Force Q Flash, we're like pressing all our buttons and just like assuming, like hoping we kill him when it's not very structured. And if it's not very structured later in team fights, you're gonna use too many resources to get the job. You know, the job could have been done with like maybe E Flash or just Gale Force. But if you use like everything to kill one guy when you didn't have to, you're like overcommitting resources. So in this case, I'm pretty sure you can actually kill Shaco and you can get out. Like let's say for example, a simple Gale Force auto attack would suffice and you can flash out. Or a even if you want to be fancy, Gale Force and then Q Flash. And then flash, right? You can get out like that, right? So you didn't necessarily have to die here while killing the Shaco. So yeah, the net forward for an auto attack, it didn't quite make sense. It doesn't seem to quite make sense. Okay, so we get back to lane here. Seems like they're like perma mid. We're getting our wave here. We need to figure out how to crash this, right? So we're gonna, I guess, slow push. Yeah, we have boots here. Did we have an opportunity to buy pickaxe instead? Let me see. Because I think rushing 80 items is much better. Yeah, you should get the pickaxe here. I'll say pickaxe is much better than boots here, simply because you need it's just more damage, right? But that's just me. So let's fast forward here. So Kayn is here, right? We saw, but not only that, we have to assume the jungle is here, right? Especially when our jungle is making a top play. So we just immediately committed for some reason. So this is also a classic. Here, we're just fighting. So there's two things that stick out to me. One, we're fighting with the intention of just like fighting. Like you're not fighting to like bait out Kayn or anything like that. We're just fighting because Nami's walking up, right? And then here's the second thing. What's the combo here? It's bubble into trap. So when he missed bubble, what does that mean for us? We need to stop fighting, right? Because we already missed a bubble. But we're like going ahead like straight like this is losing 2v2. Not even like don't even like pretend Kayn's not even here. We are losing 2v2. So one thing you could do in these situations, you're playing this lane like this. Just don't even worry about the map. Just pretend this map doesn't exist for now. You this is your screen and you say, okay, the jungle is here. That's it. That's the default. And then you're like, oh, okay, you can't play the game because the jungle is here. Yes, that's when you look at the map. And then that tells you more info, as in, is it more likely or less likely that their jungle is here? So on the screen, we're like 2v2. And then I'm like, okay, the jungle's like right here. It's Kayn. He's going to go through the wall. I look at the map quick. Oh, shit, the Kayn is definitely here. I look at that. I'm like, oh, fuck, he's on the fucking Grom. He's like here. He's like here, actually. And then you go back to your screen. And then I'm like, wait, what about mid? I look again. Oh, mid's coming too. Okay. So what does that tell? What does that mean for you guys? Nami walks up. I don't care. Anything that happens here is death. Because even if we land the bubble into trap, into Q, into Gale Force, into the net, we're probably going to die before we can finish killing her. Right? Because not only does it give them infinite money, you also lose infinite money. Okay, so we need to go mid here. Good. We need to get the mid wave. Oh, yeah. This is a bit suboptimal. Oh, we didn't ulti the Shaco. It's okay. You can ulti him later, like now. Oh, nice headshot. Nice. So, honestly, I'm not a big fan. But, whatever works. Wow, we got a shutdown too. That's crazy. Honestly, the way it played out, totally fine. But this very easily could have been don't int here and then we lose the mid wave, right? So I would be very cautious of moving like this. But honestly, when they flash in, when Kayn flashes in Prowler's Claw, then we know it's good, right? You know, I wouldn't change the way you play this. But this is definitely how you're losing CS in the mid game. Okay, it's very good that we got all these shutdowns though, all these kills. Definitely got us back in the game. Overall, pretty good. But definitely, if you do this as your default, you move before a fight starts as your default while the enemy ADC is pushing mid, you will lose because you have no money. So here, when you push mid, wait, okay, hold up. See, it's happening again, right? Look, it's happening again. Like, this is the exact same situation. We're like, oh shit, something's happening. I need to go help. You need to look at your resources here, right? Do you really want to help this? Not really. Like, you showed up, and what actually changed in the situation? Nothing. Nothing changes the situation, right? So the reason why this is so important is because instead of doing this, we could be pushing mid. This is how you come back in the game. They make a mistake, we get the kills, and we get to farm the XP and gold in the waves. We could have crashed this into tower and then reset for dragon, right? You only want to move when you're guaranteed to get something. Because if you move and you don't get something as a scaling role, it's FFable, right? Okay, so is this the same thing or what? Like, we need to go mid here. What's going on? You're pathing to this blue fight like you're gonna do something. Like, let's pretend we're like right here. Okay? And the entire team minus Darius is here. Okay, what's the plan? Not sure, right? When we could get mid instead. A lot of the traps in this elo is like you're trapping yourself. Like, oh, I'm gonna go and help and do something. You show up, waste blue trinket, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm just wasting time. Which is exactly what's happening here, right? So yeah, this is kind of like the problem, I think, at this rank, is the mid game. You need to get every single wave possible in your lane and your mid. So every single mid wave possible. See how this Jinx is getting the wave first? He's late to the wave. Why aren't we getting the wave first, right? So we need to get every wave before we play the game. We're also playing super scared here. We need to be pathing this way because our teammate is right there, right? You need to get the wave and be pathing ready to... Because think about this, okay? So the enemy team gets a wave first. They're going to try and do something while you're busy killing the minions. So you need to kill the minions as fast as possible so you can react to whatever this is. Like here, like look at this. You're like, oh, maybe I should ulti this or something. Bro, you got to get the mid wave, bro. Fuck, whatever this is, irrelevant for you. Unless you can, unless your ulti can actually do something, like on Jinx with Tristana combo, right? But you need to get this mid wave, bro. You need to pay attention to mid here. Fix mid first, always, okay? And then here, we're not playing around. I mean, we need a trap. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's talk about this. We saw Kayn go over there, right? So what's our game plan? Oh, so okay, I guess this is why you guys have issues with this idea of getting mid, because you guys are like, oh, don't I just die if I get mid? Okay, so here's the thing. So remember in lane, we're like, oh, let's look at the 2v2 and ignore the map for now. That's step one. And then assume jungle is here. Right? Remember that? So in the mid game, it is very similar. You look at this screen here, and then you say, okay, their jungle and support are gonna engage on me. Shaco invisible and Kayn through the wall. So what's my plan for this? Right? And your plan could be trap like this, right? It could be like prepare to Gale Force, right? There could be a lot of things you could do. EW, right? You just need to come up with a plan before you start touching the wave here, right? Because you saw him go up there, right? He was laning here, he was in lane, W the wave. He literally walked up into our jungle, right? So us not being prepared for this is a sign that we're not remembering object permanence. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean they don't exist, right? So yeah, so far in the last like 5 minutes ish, we have not accomplished anything except claiming shutdown on Jinx and helping kill. I think it was Kayn, right? So big problem. Okay, in this game, you need to be making the entire 5 minutes. You need to be making money. Okay, so here, team starting whatever this is. Sneak, Baron sneak. You need to go and hit this Kayn probably ulti. Almost down to ulti. Okay, this looks unlosable. You need to ulti the Kayn. This is okay, I guess. Wait, we EW nothing. What's going on? Oh, you saw Shake. You thought Shaco was coming for you. The AP Shaco ain't gonna do shit, bro. You just net him in the face when he actually shows up. But I guess we're winning the fight. Oh, she's stepping on a trap all the way. Oh, you didn't see. You have one trap, no net, by the way. Trapping yourself is always good. You need to help with this Baron though. Okay, nice. EQ. Oh. They just couldn't get the headshot off in time. Or actually, the headshot did go off in time, but we're just hella weak. This is definitely an income gap. I think we hit the trap, hit the EQ. Not bad. But we are missing Infinity Edge here, right? But let's take a look at actually... is there anything we can change for the actual fight? Let's rewatch this. So first off is definitely looking to ulti here. But trap on Akali is really good, to be honest. So I can't fault you for that. This is the big one, I think. Using EW here for nothing, I think is a big one. Because it's a 16-second cooldown, remember. You want to hit someone with this thing. And also, we missed the fact that Akali was stepping on a trap here. But I think that has more to do because you created so much distance for no reason. But yeah, the ulti on Shaco, probably fine. It's just not having net here makes it hard to approach, right? So some things to think about, okay? A lot of like, not really like panic usage of abilities, but strange usage of net. I want to say not ideal value. Like earlier when you were killing the Shaco, you like E forward for auto attack. Something quite right didn't quite make sense there, right? Similar to how you're trying to E the invisible Shaco. He's not AD Shaco. He's not lethal on you. If he's on top of you, right? Oh wow, that's an interesting Greg assault. Oh wow, it's an interesting bubble. This is not something we want to do. Yeah, let's go for this Kayn. Good. Good trap. Gale Force. You need Gale Force. Hey yo, where's the lethal? Is it like a net forward into Gale Force, into auto attack headshot, and then ulti, right? Because we're one off from passive. Here, spotting lethal I think is something that's actually interesting. Spotting lethal without trap seems to be something you can work on too. Like earlier with the 1 HP Shaco, it was Gale Force execute into auto attack or Q flash, or net forward Q flash, anything like that. Same here. We're one off headshot Gale Force combo. But we didn't see it. So, oh nice. I like how you hide on your trap here. Wait, what did we trap? Did we trap something here? We need to save this for combo, right? So you need to save trap for combo with yourself on net or teammate combo. Teammate CC, right? They're about to get CC'd here. If you hit no trap, hit no Q, you do no damage. EQ. Let me see this. Oh, there's so many particles. I can't even tell what's going on. Hey, yo, what do we Gale Force here? Oh, you try to Gale Force him. But he was already dead. That's fine. Oh, nice kill. Should have been Q first. Hey, yo, Gragas? Brother Gragas? You have no net here. You have to play 5 seconds. You have to wait 5 seconds. Okay, here we go. Now you can play the game. EW. Oh, not quite. Okay, we need to talk about this. So your net is your only play, right? So you went for EW. I think it was good. Wait, did you go for an EW or EQ? Let me see. Oh, you just went for a regular net. Oh, you should always EW. But regardless, let's say we go for a net play and they get away. Like, she dodged it. That's it. You're done. That was your play. Because what happens if you try to play a game without net? You have no way to land Q, right? You have no escape. Can't gap close. You can't play the game. Okay, so one of the almost iron rules, like 90% rules, is do not approach without net. You need net to play the game here. So here, you're full HP. You're like, I'm gonna wreck like this dude, right? I got Nami buffs, and then you got one shot, right? You cannot outplay without net. I promise you. Okay. The ulti is not bad, I guess. What is making you late to the fight? Oh, what is Kane doing here? Hello, free kill. All right, we go mid. Go mid. Go mid. Go mid. Go mid. We need to get our waves of XP, bro. We need to go mid. We need to make money. Go mid. Okay, nice. And get the minions. And get mid here. You need to get mid here. So this is something a lot of people make a mistake. Yo, you need to get the next wave. You need to play to get the next wave. So if you move up like this, there's nothing to do because you got to come back immediately, right? So just play to get the next wave here, right? I don't know what we're building next, but definitely should not be a Zeal item. You can't pressure the Darius here, right? You need to be able to kill the closest guy with your build. You keep doing this thing where like the wave is coming in and you're like you want to like pay attention to this. Bro, this is not your job. You need to get the mid wave. You need to make money. Your job, guys, look. Your job is to work 9 to 5 and make income for the family. Okay? So that you can buy nice things. Okay? You need to, this is work. You need to go work, bro. You need to go work. You need to make money. Again, and then you guys like moving or something, bro, you need to get the next wave, bro. I promise you, it's always the next wave. I don't know what this is, but this is not making money. Agreed? There's 0 chance of making money here. Like 0. In fact, this is negative money because you guys are running at them 4v5. You need to push mid, man. You need to push mid. Okay, the main issue you have is that we are, one, we need to play around the enemy engage. Well, there's a few issues, I guess, okay? But one, we need to play around the enemy engage when you're at the wave, like in bot here. Like that example, and mid here, where the Kane just walked around into walked into your jungle and then just ran at you, right? 2, we need to be able to prioritize making income first. This is your job. This right here is your job, right? They just killed your teammate. They're the ones who want to fight. They're the ones who want to start Baron. Okay, how do you distract them from those goals? We get mid. Then they can chase you. You run away. Then they're losing time on the Baron play. Or let's say they start Baron immediately. You push mid and make them lose a wave, get the tower, then maybe 4v5 contest Baron with the steal. Or even better, you push mid, they start the Baron, your jungle steals it, and you eat everything bot side. GG. But this, where we're running at them 4v5, is just a loss. Almost FFable when you guys all die here, right? There's nothing you can do here. Like you can't even be in range to follow up because they have an extra person and you guys don't, right? So yeah, there's literally, if you think about it, how much money do you make in this sequence of events? Not even like damage. It's like don't even talk about damage right now. How much money are we gonna make here without even like watching the fight? I already know it's 0 gold, 0 XP, right? And that's a huge problem for a purely scaling role like ADC. Okay, we got Zeo. We also can't build this. Okay, so when we have our investment money, we need to be able to kill the closest guy. Closest guy being this dude. Is a rapid fire going to be able to pressure Darius? I'm gonna say probably not, right? So we need Lord Doms. We're so far behind. You need to get more damage, Lord Doms. So when you're behind, full damage. When you're ahead and you can kill him with a rapid fire BT, you can build those. Totally fine. I'm not sure what's going on here, but remember, your job is to get the wave. You chase them with your team after you've gotten the wave, okay? You need to get the wave, man. Remember, XP and gold, bro. We lost Flash. We could be getting mid, could be getting the tower right now, right? This is not how we extend the lead, right? You kill 2 people, shove the waves, fight. Again, we're pathing straight into the jungle. We just need to path mid here, right? Hold up, we can't just ignore mid, because yeah. Now we have a problem where they can pressure our tower and the dragon at the same time. It's like getting forked in chess. We need to fix this so that everyone can focus on the dragon. So yeah, this is exactly what happened. Shaco is backdooring. We can't fight the dragon either because we can only come from this angle. Yeah, our job is mid, bro. I promise you, the game is gonna feel coin flip and RNG. You have no kills, no money because you're not getting any income. If you can't get any income, this role cannot play the game. Okay. We're hella dead here. Oh, we're getting out somehow. Let me watch this. Nice shot on the net there. She E'd out. I'm surprised we're not dead here. How do we not die here? Oh, your net barely dodged her E. That was wild. Little bit of an ARAM. Oh, so can we talk about this headshot crit? That's the problem with the guys. This is the problem with not having enough money and also rapid fire third. The headshot crit at level 13 is supposed to be your strongest damage ability, right? Strongest damage play. It did 283 to this Darius, and he only has a Death's Dance. So yeah, it's gonna be a big problem if you can walk onto a trap and take no damage. Oh, nice rapid fire hit on Akali though. Oh yeah, we need to trap ourselves. By the way, wait, what happened to our traps here? Okay, so one thing I can teach you about Caitlyn traps. Okay, so let's pretend they're coming from this angle. And you're going to stand, this is your positioning. Let's just draw like our positioning here. And enemy is coming from this red angle. Okay, so where should the traps be? The traps need to come. So if the enemy is pathing like this towards you, the traps need to be between you and them, along the walls. Okay, so what does that look like? Like this. Like this. Anything in their path along the walls. These are where your trap should be. Because you are kiting, assuming you are kiting this way, we need to put the traps in the area where we're kiting and they're running into us. Let's see where the traps actually ended up going, okay? So we have 3 traps down and only one of them is in the path between their engage and you. Because they're not going to go like this. Enemy Darius and Kali are not going to go like this to get to you. They're going to go straight at you, right? And so the only one that fits this criteria is this. But they cannot step on this trap because the game doesn't make them step on it. Okay, if they right-click towards you, they will go along the wall. So you need to think about where you're kiting to and where they're coming from and put traps along the walls or one off the walls before they engage and prepare EW. And even here, look, you're kiting towards here. She's coming from here. She's going along the wall again. Like, if there's anything you take away from this replay, we put traps along the wall where the engage is coming from. Oh, Jinx kills you here, though, unfortunately. Same thing with build. So you need to be able to... Your build needs to be able to pressure the closest guy. Okay, guys? Same thing. Think about the nets here. So when these fights break out, you should think about the nets here. We got one shot. Feels bad. Oh, we kill him. Oh, let's go. Saved. Same thing with the traps here. Like these traps don't really make sense, right? Along the wall, I promise you. Yeah, I would be a little bit wary of approaching this dude. He's about to flash Q ulti you, right? You'd be very scared here. You should be looking to outplay that with heal, potentially. Okay, we push mid into Dragon, I guess. You guys didn't want Baron? We could get both, probably. It took too long. Oh yeah, Soul's good. Soul's a good option. This trap and bush, this is the exception. Think of the bush as a wall, fake wall. This is a good trap. Traps and bushes are good, but if you want to do it even better, edges of the bushes. This again, this one maybe not make so much sense. Like this is what you want. That was a good one. Seems like when you're in the river, your sense of traps is a lot cleaner. Oh, hopefully we can get his... yes, nice. Very nice. There you go. Along the wall, he got trapped. XDDD. Very nice. Push mid, start sieging. Okay, so in this case, this is the same thing as before. You need to think about where their engage is coming from as you're pressuring mid, right? So if you have no idea where it's from, you need to find out. You need to use Blue Trinket. You need to use traps to start playing around Akali engage, right? You need to figure out where it's coming from. And especially with Kayn, he just goes through the wall. And he's got a Edge of Night, so you need to be very careful here. Like here, you're already like committing ulti and stuff. Headshot's good, but committing ulti. Remember, they are coming from the woodwork. They were like here. You need to be very careful, right? You need to find out where they're coming from, so you can play around there. Look at this. That could have easily been on us, right? Or it will be on us soon, I guess. Where did Kayn come from, by the way? Yes, just from the middle. And Akali just messed up her combo. Oh, these are beautiful traps, by the way. See? Along the wall in the path between you and him, this Darius could not even get close to us. Look at that. Darius is like sprinting at us with Ghost. Check it out. He's like, I can't go on the trap. Those are really good. Those are really good traps there. That was extremely good. There is Flash is lit. I would not Gale Force that. You were thinking about it, but remember he has the Maul and Gale Force is magic damage. Okay, so Gale Force for execute, looking a little bit fake there. Also, there is not really a priority target. Gale Force for Jinx though, consider. You need a headshot crit though. One thing you can do when you have Infinity Edge is stack headshot on the wave and look for a headshot crit play. Because you see how like these normal auto attacks aren't really doing that much to Kayn. A headshot crit would have done a lot, like one shot him, right? Same with this. You get headshot crit this Jinx here. You're one off, by the way. Yeah, you didn't have headshot crit. So one thing at the late game, you have infinity. It starts when you have Infinity Edge and you're level 13. You want to stack headshot off the wave here? Like check this out. You have 6. You just headshot. Just don't kill the minion. You don't need it. Walk up with headshot rapid fire crit, and we would have a good time, right? Rapid fire headshot crit this Kayn or Jinx. You would have been able to trap on her GA, and then net Shaco and one shot Jinx out of GA, right? Wow, and this in Platinum apparently is all PvP, huh? Like literally all PvP. Okay, Darius is dead as hell. Nice. We need to push mid now. Oh, why would you go for it? I'm down actually. Darius dead as hell. We need to push mid still though. Okay, go push mid. GG. Nice. Nice little comeback. Definitely very shaky early mid. I would definitely say we need to review. You need to figure out how to make maximum gold in the mid game. And then when it comes to map awareness stuff, just remember you want to fight with these waves. You need to think about their best engage. Okay, just like stare at the screen. Think about their best engage from people you can't see, especially in lane. And then when it comes to the PvP, I think the main ideas you should work on is making sure, let's say like before IE, right? Know what your lethal looks like. It's off Q and off Gale Force headshot, right? I think it will prevent you from doing some like using like every button to kill Shaco here. Instead, you would just like look for E flash or Gale Force 4Q flash or Gale Force auto attack for execute, right? And then in the mid late game team fights, trap between you and the engage along the wall. I know you did it in a lot of fights, but this mid fight was a little bit concerning. And stack headshot, because that's where your big play is going to be. Headshot crit on a backline target or a low HP frontline target, potentially with Gale Force. And then last but not least, make sure you don't approach without net, because you need net to make an outplay most of the time, right? But yeah, I would say not bad. I think a lot of the Kayla mechanics were really good. Like Q before auto attack on trap was really good, and it's clear that you have a lot of experience on the champion. So I think just adding these ideas in will help your PvP a lot and your macro a lot. Okay.